This is Leanne with Diamonds and Doxies. Hello! I'm glad you're here. We're going to do another Wip N Chat today. And Wip, if you're new and you don't know, Wip is W-I-P, and it stands for Work in Progress. And my work in progress is this diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. It is Seasons from Alphonse Mucha, and it's winter 1896, as you can see here. And it is a round, and it's 20 by 38 inches or 50 by 7 centimeters by 97.0 centimeters. And I started it on the 13th of this month, so not too long ago. And I am going to be finishing this row here. So this section right here, that's my goal to finish with y'all in this Wip N Chat. So we'll see. Sometimes I can make it and sometimes I can't. I've already finished one section today, so I'm doing a lot better, y'all. You know, there for a while I was just really, I was on the struggle bus. I was doing good to complete a section, you know, every few days. So yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get back into the swing of things. I use release papers. I don't use washi tape. I tried using washi tape. I'm just not very good at it. These particular release papers are from Crafts with Crashly, and I really like them. And they're bird houses with the birds, of course. And, you know, if you've been here for a while, then you know I like birds. So anyway, we're going to get started. I'm using my storage system is the Art Dot large drawer. It's always my go-to. So, and I hate to do it because I think it's going to leave a glare for y'all, and I'm sorry, but yeah, see, it leaves that ring, and let me see if I can't dim it. It really doesn't get rid of the ring though, and I need it. These old eyeballs. I can't get my chair comfortable. Okay. So anyway, this is, I've been using the same tray for a while now. This is my Muni Made tray. I got it with one of her kits. So I know that you have to order, like, I don't know, I think I read a year in advance if you want to order your own custom. I did not. So you can order with a kit though and get a coordinating tray. So that's what I did. My pen, which I'm absolutely in love with this pen, is, I think Troy Shipley is the blank maker, and Leopard Leather Works is who turned it. My multi-placer is an 8 thin metal multi-placer from Diamond Art Club. Love, love, love. I've got Alien Putty, the Clout, that you can get on at her Etsy shop. Got that in there. And then my single placer is also from Diamond Art Club. And I have in there glue dots. Okay, so let's get started. So, y'all, let's see, what has been going on? Well, first of all, tell me what's going on with y'all. First off, I want to know how y'all are doing. Anything exciting? Did everybody have a, well, this is, I guess, this is on I'm filming this on a Saturday. Hopefully it'll go up on a Saturday. I hate to say that it will, because then sometimes YouTube just doesn't want to play with me. So, but anyway, I hope you're having a good, or had a good week. I really hope. I've had a good week. Yeah, a lot's been going on in the good way. But then I found out today, or I realized that today, I should say, that I don't know where Snoopy and Gus's harness and leashes are. So, you know, I remember saying, Leanne, don't forget, stop. Don't forget these. And you're okay, Maggie. You're okay. Nobody died. But they didn't make it over here, so. And I have to take them to the vet on Tuesday just for some routine stuff. And, well, they're going to need harnesses and leashes. So I went to Pet Supermarket today. Y'all, I bought 2 harnesses, 2 leashes, and they had this, you know, 79 cents. You could buy some canned cat food. They do adoptions there for cats. And so I said, sure, I'll buy a couple cans for the kitties. And that was only 79 cents each, right? Y'all, it was $90-something. It's like, oh my God. Well, then I got home, and of course, Gus hates leashes. He's fine with his collar. He's okay wearing his collar, but he does not like harnesses because, I mean, he does not like riding in the car at all. And so he does associate that with that. He hates it, absolutely hates it, but he doesn't like wearing clothes either, you know. It's not his deal. So I had to track him down, chase him down to get him to try on the harness. And when he gets scared or nervous, he pees everywhere. So of course he peed everywhere, and then more because I had to keep trying to try it on him. Finally, I took it outside and put it on him, and he did not like it. But I did get it on him, and then he just stood. He'll do that. He just stands there like a statue, you know, like this is the most humiliating thing that's ever happened to me in my whole life. I cannot believe I'm being subjected to this abuse. And I mean, he won't move. He's turned into like a statue. You know, you can call his name, he won't move an ear or tail or anything. So I'm like, fine. So I came in because I knew it was like, it's too big. I'm gonna have to take it off of him. I'll do that when he comes in. Well, finally I went out there and kept calling him, and finally he did come in, and I went to take the harness off of him, and that bad dog chewed all kinds of holes in that harness. So I can't take it back, and it's too big. I'm like, Gus, for real? Snoopy, on the other hand, he was so excited, me trying on but again, his was too big too, but he was like, okay, you know, we put on the harness and we must be going somewhere. So he was running to the back door, let's go. Because Snoopy likes to go. He don't care where, he just likes to go. So they could not be more different from each other. But, you know, what are you going to do? So, anyway, I'll just take one of them back. And, you know, it's like, I know that they got packed. Because I did have them hanging on the door going into the garage or the utility room. So I'm guessing they got packed. That Elsa packed them. Which is fine, because that's what I told her. Everything in there, pack it. And so I'm sure it's in there with the garage door opener. So that's what I get for just going, everything. Just do it all, you know. Because, no, you didn't think that through, did you? So anyway, so now I still have to get Gus a new harness, because he'll slip right out of his leash. He does not. Snoopy will too. Snoopy has and will slip out of his leash. Snoopy has slipped out of his harness before, so. And can't have that because the vet is off of a major road, and I just can't. Oh, what did I do that for? I can't risk him coming out. That goes there. Him coming out of it. Yeah, I just can't. So, yeah, so that's that. And then we put in, I had a bird feeder that, you know, here in Lake City that had a camera on it, and it used solar power to charge the camera. And so it would notify me whenever a bird came to the feeder. Well, it's just been sitting over at the new house because, you know, we hadn't put it up yet and all that, and I didn't have Wi-Fi. Well, now I have Wi-Fi, y'all. That's right, we have Wi-Fi at the new house, so that's awesome. And so we set up the bird feeder, and then of course I had to go to Wild Birds Unlimited. I don't know, you know, I'm sure they're just a US based company. I don't know that, but anyway, so went there and I bought a really nice bird feeder, and it's got 4 stations. And so got that, and I got a baffle to keep the squirrels and, you know, critters off of the bird feeders. And so now I've got 4 different kinds of feeders. One's a seed feeder, one's a mealworm feeder. Then I've got a bark butter bites feeder. One's a mealworm feeder. One's a peanut feeder. I mean, yeah, so I don't know. I think I mentioned one twice, but anyway, so got that set up, and I had ordered me a Ring outdoor camera. I had one at the other house, but it had gotten pretty gross, so I ordered a new one since we had internet. And so I got that all hooked up. Well, boy, what I wasn't expecting was to see raccoons. There was 3 raccoons in the backyard all night. I mean, from about, I don't know, 9 o'clock until about 4:30 this morning. And I mean, every couple of minutes they were setting off the camera. And those little boogers were able to get up on on the feeder that has the camera on it. So that was a little smacker. It's like, dude, use your manners. But anyway, but I could see that he was where they were climbing up. I had a chimenea out there and a bird bath. And so they were going from one of those above the baffle. And so we went over there today and moved the chimenea over. I hope we moved it over enough, and moved the bird bath plenty far enough away. And I had bought another bird feeder with the camera, because it all started when my son had bought me one, and then the rats killed it. They just absolutely killed it. It was made out of wood, and yeah, they just annihilated it. So I bought me another one like this one that's plastic. So anyway, we got to put that, I put that in the front yard, and so it's recording, so that's good. And then y'all, so let me tell you what happened. So I think I told y'all we were getting new air conditioning units. And I mean, the whole thing, new duct work, everything. I mean, whole new setup. And they started installing it on Monday. And they were still working on it on Friday, but they expected to be done. Well, they didn't quite, but they're just about done. I mean, it's all installed and everything. But anyway, and Max was, the one thing he was adamant about was he did not want a thermostat that, you know, was on the internet and needed an app, and he didn't want any of that. Well, that's what everything is now. So it's like, it's fine, it's fine. He's like, no, it's just gonna be more stuff to break. I mean, he was just really not a happy camper. So I was like, it'll be fine. You can still operate it, you know, at the controller. It's all good. It's okay. All right. But to me, it's just stuff that's going to break. And I'm like, no, it's fine. It's fine. Y'all. So I'll wake up this morning and go to look at the app, you know, and guess what? There's an error. There's a freaking error on it. And, you know, call your Linux dealer, you know, urgently, and blah, blah, blah. And so I'm like, oh, crap. And so I screenshot it and sent it to our AC guy. And he was like, I know. he said something was miswired, but we're going to be back out on Monday. And he said, I turned all your other thermostats, because there's 3 thermostats, turned those off. I'm like, okay, well, I hope this isn't going to be a sign of, because, you know, he'd already said, it's just going to break. It's just more stuff to break. Don't want it. It's just going to break. I was like, oh, God, why? But anyway, so they're finished, not finished. Well, then we had went yesterday morning, and the guy was there installing the garage doors. We have two car garages. One is attached to the house, and the other one was actually built a couple of years after the house was built. And it's insulated, and it's, you know, climate controlled. So that's going to be Max's man cave garage, right? So we ordered insulated garage doors, because that was, you know, I think what they did was they made the garage doors insulated. These are actually insulated garage doors. And so, oh, hang on, let me let a dog out. Hold on. Hold on, pups. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. So I looked, and when he was installing the ones on my garage that's attached to the house, and I was like, well, no, first I was looking at the Max's garage, and I was like, those don't look like insulated garage doors to me. And he was like, no, I think, you know, they add the insulation later. I was like, I don't think so. I think it's all built in. But, you know, what do I know? I'm sure we'll figure it out. And then we came home, and then we had to meet the AC guy. So we went back, and the guy had already completely installed the ones on Max's garage. And they install them in the panels, right? So tink, 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 tink. And he only had one panel left on each garage door, and that was it. And he was done for the day. And I look, and I'm like, oh no, those are insulated. So I was like, are those the insulated doors? And he was like, yeah. I said, no, those are supposed to go on that garage. This garage gets just the regular garage doors. And he was like, what? You know, and he said, I thought it was the ones that are on the house. I said, no, it's the ones on the garage that's climate controlled. And I wanted to say, you know, the ones that you took down that had insulation, okay, but, you know, I didn't. And so I said, no, that's not going to work. We have to move that. That's not going to work. So he was like, oh my God. And so I had texted our contractor and told him, and then he called me and said, I just got off the phone with them, and, you know, I told the guy that delivered them, you know, who owns the company that I ordered them from, that, you know, how it was supposed to be. And I even had one of his workers who speaks Spanish tell him in Spanish, you know, where the doors went. And, well, that guy didn't bother to tell the installer where. And so, and I felt so bad for him, because you could just see, like, oh my God, he'd been there all day. You know, I mean, he'd been there all day. So essentially he was having to redo this. So it'd be like installing, instead of 4 garage doors, it's like installing 8 garage doors. Like, oh my God. So we went over there today, and he came. He was there, and he said, and he goes, yeah, he goes, I was so mad. He goes, I was so frustrated. You know, he called the guy who dropped them off, that Robert had, you know, told him where they went. And he's like, yeah, I mean, he did say something, but I didn't really pay attention to what he was saying. And I'm like, what kind of company do you have? And so, you know, the installer said, I told him, well, you're going to have to pay me double. And I bet he don't. I bet he pays them by the job. So it's like, well, you know. But anyway, I don't know if you can hear Max getting on to Maggie. She gets up on the back of the couch, and she's actually fallen off of there before. And the only thing about dachshunds, their backs are real fragile. You know, they're prone to have back problems. So, you know, that kind of stuff can really hurt them badly. So anyway, but he got it fixed, and when we left, the garage doors were operational. So tomorrow we'll go back over there, and I will hook them up to the internet, because was one of the requirements I had for the garage doors. Is I wanted to be able to open and close them from an app. I really like that. You know, again, Max does not, but I do, because I mean, he has the ability to do that with his garage doors, just like I did, but he doesn't want to, and that's fine. But sometimes, you know, it's good if, you know, workers are coming or whatever, and you're like, here, let me, you know, I'll open the garage door for you. You know, you can come in. Like sometimes you got the sprinkler guy coming, and you're like, well, I don't want to sit here and wait at home, you know, so he can go on in. But you don't want to give him a key or the code to your garage, although you can make up a guest code, but still, I'd rather just do it myself. So I don't know if I'll add Max's garage onto my app. I don't know. Unless, I mean, if he wants me to, obviously I will, but I don't know. His were a little bit more expensive, and so his actually, I don't think mine do, but his actually comes with a camera. So you can see who's coming and going in the garage, which for him really is necessary, because he has a highly, highly, highly collectible automobile. And yeah, so we won't, that's why we're getting the garage, you know, climate controlled. It's going to have a mini split in it. And this also be his like man cave. So yeah. So they're coming along. The brick backsplash, which is more than just a backsplash, it's pretty much the whole kitchen walls, pretty much, is done. It's up, it's grouted, it is done, and I couldn't be more in love. The microwave, it's one of those drawer microwaves. So it's in the island, and it has been installed. Doesn't have power yet, that I could see, which is fine. We don't need it right now, but you know, it was pretty cool. So I'm hoping that this coming up week, they'll get started on the master bathroom and build our shower and all of that, because once they start doing that, then I am going to go ahead and schedule our carpet install, because I think it's gonna, you know, here we are at the holidays, and you know, people replace carpet and stuff at the holidays, so maybe a little backed up, but I'd rather it be late than too early. And I mean, I want them done in the bathroom before in the master bathroom before the master carpet comes in, because we paid a lot of money for it, and I don't want it ruined. And I'm really concerned. Max says we can, you know, we'll get someone out to clean the carpet that's on the stairs that goes upstairs, because that carpet was in decent shape. I mean, it looked fairly new, but it has been trashed. It has absolutely been trashed. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to, someone will be able to clean it or not. You know, if not, then I guess we'll have to get new carpet. But, you know, then that's one of those things. It's like, well, I don't want to move anything in until, you know, if we're getting new carpet, because, you know, where am I going to move all this stuff? So I don't know, but I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. And then, you know, we have a really long driveway, and the yard needs a lot of TLC. There's not grass in the front yard really, and It's a bunch of tree roots and dirt and whatnot, but it does have a sprinkler system out there. And we just spent quite a bit of money repairing leaks and all that stuff. Well, when all these workers are there, they just, you know, pull off into the yard part. And, which, you know, we really haven't minded, except, you know, I did notice one guy left like a rut, and it was like, dude, what are you, you know, what are you thinking here, you know? But anyway, but then yesterday, the AC guy, I was like, oh my God, there's all this water standing by his truck. And I'm like, oh, shoot. You know, did the weight of his truck break a sprinkler line? But I don't know if that's what happened or not. So when we went over there today, it's still muddy, but there's not standing water. So I don't know. You know, we were going to turn the sprinklers on just to see if something would start leaking, but we didn't. I think we forgot. It's like, you know, and then what do? Do you, you know, get with the HVAC guy and go, look, your guy parked in the yard, and I mean, because there are sprinkler heads and stuff there too. So I don't know. I think we're going to start telling them, do not do that. You know, park out front. And I get it because it's a long walk, but, or everybody just park in the driveway. And if someone has to leave, then, you know, go jockey cars around. But, you know, unless you want to pay to have our sprinkler system fixed. So I don't know. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm getting over it now. It's like, okay, y'all need to hurry up and y'all need to leave. Hurry up and finish. Like on Friday, you know, it's like we like to go there and listen to the birds and feed the birds and all that stuff and just kind of relax. And there were, you know, 2 sets of workers. And, well, actually there were 3 sets, but 2 of them had their radios blaring, you know, Mexican music, which is fine. I don't mind, but they work different stations. It's like, can y'all listen to the same thing, please? Because that would drive, that, you know, I was like, it's just loud, you know, just loud. So it's like, okay, we are ready. We are ready to be there full time and have some peace and quiet. So it was nice today, this morning when we went, because there was nobody there, and you know, until the garage guy came. But still, it was nice just to sit there and relax. It's not as quiet on Sunday mornings because we back up to a Catholic church, and you know, so you have all the cars coming, so you get some traffic noise. But that's okay. I don't mind. Doesn't bother me any. So I'm just anxious, to see if we're going to have any raccoons tonight. Oh gosh, I figured we had raccoons because like concrete or cement bird bath was turned over. I had one of my bird feeders was not only knocked down, but the little hook that it was hanging from was pulled out of the ceiling, you know, or the, I don't know, whatever that is outside. And it was bent. The feeder itself was bent. And I was like, I don't think that's a squirrel, you know. I bet you it's raccoons. Sure enough, there's raccoons. They are cute. And I wouldn't mind them. But I can't have them on, I don't want them eating my bird seed. I pay a lot of money for that bird seed. But also, you know, we've got dogs. And at some point, that's going to be a problem. So, I did put up a squirrel feeder today. Oh, look there. Why did I do that? Miscounted. twice. I miscounted twice. Yeah, put up a squirrel feeder. Squirrels came, but they didn't seem to care. My experience with squirrels is they'll eat their food that you've put out for them once the bird seed is gone. So, yeah. They're cute too, but again, I think this is going to be a problem once the dogs move in. I really want to, we haven't taken any of the dogs over there yet. I want to take Snoopy because he loves going places and let him check it out. We still have to fix some holes in the fence that we put in because, you know, the ground obviously isn't level, so there's some places higher than others, but he'd be okay. I mean, he wouldn't get out, and I mean, and besides, we wouldn't be there that long, and I would keep an eye on him, of course. Of course. Oh, I think I'm going to need some more of these. So, I don't know, did y'all see my unboxing of my Christmas mystery kit? It was not good, y'all. I mean, I know that because I don't have, the way I used to record my unboxings, I don't have that recording arm or whatever you call it. It was like a tripod, but it had a boom on it, and it's been packed away. And I don't know what I was thinking on that because, yes, I was thinking, you know, I'm not going to be buying anything, so I won't be doing any unboxings. But come on, that's not realistic now, is it? So, yeah. I wasn't counting on an advent calendar. I wasn't counting on, you know, a lot of stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, so I had to hold the camera with one hand and film with the other. And my grandson, who watches the videos, sent me a text message like, you know, did you mean to do this? I was like, yes, I'm sorry. Should have got him over here to be the cameraman, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm not unhappy with what I got, but I probably will be destashing a couple. One of the Christmas, you know, mystery ones, and then one of the regular ones because, I mean, they're just not really my style, and I already have a gazillion Christmas, so there's no point in holding on to something that's not really my style, right? So, I don't know. But I want to do an unboxing of them, so, you know, of the actual, all I did was open up my box. I didn't show you the canvases, so I'll do that later. Gotta let a dog in, y'all. Gosh, I don't know if y'all can hear that scratching or not. See who it is. Come on, Gus. I don't know why you leave, because you know you want back in. Okay. Scooch my chair. This chair does not roll well. Does not roll well at all. So anyway, I see some people haven't gotten their mystery kits yet. I'm trying to decide when I want to open up my advent calendar. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that because, you know, last year, I didn't have a channel. But, you know, last year I just kind of started opening it and going through it. And, you know, I want to share it with y'all, but at the same time, I don't want any spoilers for anybody. And Advent, you know, isn't, you know, it's different things for different people as far as when you should start opening things. So, yeah, I don't know. What do y'all think? I mean, I know there's already spoilers out there, and I know I can put, you know, spoiler, spoiler, turn around, run away. But, you know, I'm always afraid that someone's going to go, I can't help it. I must watch. You know, it's like, do not step on the grass. I can't help it. I got to step on the grass. You know, if somebody will do that and then hate me because, well, you know, I made them look. You know, you do your kids, you know, y'all do not look to your right. Do not, because there's a circus or something, you know. And first thing they do is look over to the right. Fine. So I don't know. What do y'all think? I'm sorry if you hear me yawning. I'm trying to not. I did not get good sleep last night at all. At all. And it happens sometimes, but my sinuses weren't happy with me, and so I had that little hacking cough, and, you know, trying not to wake Max. You know, I'm used to living alone. It's no big deal. I just sit back up in bed. I get my nose spray out, you know, but try not to disturb Max or the dogs, because, you know, you disturb the dogs and, well, everybody's disturbed. Come on. Get in there. Just had and then I had a hard time getting to sleep. I mean, try not to toss and turn, and yeah, it was just, and at one point I was like, should I just get up and go lay on the couch, you know, get on my iPad? And then I was like, oh, if you do that, you may just end up staying up all night. And I've done that before, and that is so miserable. Y'all, that is just miserable. I've always struggled with sleep, but, you know, I take medication to help me sleep. I also take melatonin to help me sleep, and 9 times out of 10, it does the trick. But last night, was not working. So, and I don't know why. Yesterday morning, I woke up with a sinus headache, and I didn't wake up with a sinus headache this morning, but at one point I rolled over onto my left side, and my right sinus just, I mean, every heartbeat, it was just, oh, I was like, oh my God, you know, am I about to rupture? My sinus about to explode? It's pretty gross, huh? But that's what it felt like. And then, I mean, I just finally gave up at like 3:30 this morning. I was like, just get up. Just get up. I was just, every little thing, you know, I was like not sleeping, you know, and I was like, did I forget to take my medicine? And I was like, no, I remember taking it. I don't know. It's just one of them nights, I suppose. And what was crazy is, you know, I was in bed watching my YouTube like I like to do. And I was watching this thing on King Henry VIII. For some reason, those kinds of things just knocked me right out. So I started falling asleep sitting up in bed. And it was like 7:30. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead. About 7:45 maybe. I was like, you know, I'm just going to turn everything off and go ahead and go to sleep. Yeah, I did. Turned everything off, laid my head down, and my eyes were like wide awake. Like, well, come on. You know, how could you be sitting here, eyes rolling in the back of your head, and now you're just, you know, loaded for bear here. And so then I was like, okay, you know, let's see. Let's try to meditate. Let's think of something that makes you happy, and let's imagine you doing it, and you'll go to sleep. And so I was like, oh, imagine me in my new kitchen, and, you know, I'm baking cakes and cookies, and I'm cooking chicken and dumplings and roast, and, you know, all the things. Well, did that help me fall asleep? No, it did not. You know why? Because then I got all excited. And I was like, oh, I can't wait. I was like, oh, this is not working. Not working. So, what are you going to do? Sometimes it just be that way, right? Can't help it. It just is what it is. This kit is super pastel-y. Very much. It's only got 32 colors in this big old kit. So, Yeah, not very many colors at all. But I'm doing this for Mucha Mania from Anthony from Single and Placing, his channel. If I remember, I will link to his introduction video. He's got a whole playlist on his channel. I don't know if I can share the playlist or not, but I think I can share the introduction video. He's given away some prizes, some gift cards, I believe. And there is a Google Doc. I am not participating for anything, so I did not fill out the Google Doc because I'm still not to where I want to commit, you know, to doing it, you know. So, but I do feel like more than I have since July, like I'm getting back into the rhythm of diamond painting. I'm actually taking time. I'm doing it. I'm catching up on my YouTube creators. I'm actually thinking about downloading an audiobook and spending more time. I mean, today is probably the most, well, it is actually the most time I've spent diamond painting in since July. I feel confident of that. I just really haven't felt motivated. And I think it's because I just had so much stuff going on. And then, you know, the kit that I was working on that had all those ABs, it was just like, oh my God, this is torture. This is not fun. This is torture. So I've put it away for right now. I figure, because this is rounds, and I generally don't like doing large rounds. I prefer doing squares. I was like, you know, if that happens, then I'll go sit at the breakfast room table and pull out the Sugar Skull Dachshund, and I'll work on it. You know, it's not the end of the world. I'll work on a little bit until I, you know, go, oh no, hell no. But it was taking me, I don't even think, I know I didn't even, did I get a row finished? I don't think so. But I mean, I was working, and when I say I was working on a section and it was taking me, you know, 3 days or so, that's mostly because I wasn't working on it every day. It was like I was like, I could go diamond paint, and then I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So then I started doing little tiny projects, you know, and I think that really helped, because it was like, okay, I've started this and I have finished it in a, you know, a decent amount of time, and that just makes you feel good, you know, for me anyway. I know a lot of people that it's the process of diamond painting that does it for them, and I do love the process as well, but for me it's a lot, the beginning and the end. Those are my favorite parts of diamond painting. When you first start, that first section, and then that last section. So yeah, I know it's that way. Well, you know, I'm not that way with puzzles though. I don't think. I haven't done puzzles. Since I've discovered diamond painting, I have not done puzzles. That used to be what I would do, a lot of puzzles. And one of the things I didn't like about puzzles was, you know, it took up a lot of space in my dining room. And it took time, you know, so it would sit there for a long time. And it was a hassle, you know, if you had to move for whatever reason. So it was like, you know, I wouldn't start a puzzle. It's like, okay, wait a minute. Will I be finished in time for my fixing, you know, New Year's, Easter, you know, all of that stuff. It's like, think this through, because you're going to need your table. So, yeah, and then I found diamond painting, and it's just as relaxing to me. So I haven't done any more puzzles. But anyway, that's my favorite part, is beginning and ending. And I think what I needed to do was give myself some wins. And so now I'm like, okay, I don't expect to finish this in a day. I mean, I'm hoping that I finish it sooner rather than later, because I would like to do a Christmas one. You know, I really would. I would like to do jingle drills. Although, again, I'm not going to be participating for prizes. It's not that I'm against participating for prizes. I absolutely will at some point. But right now, it's like, no, I do not need anything. So, yeah, I do not need one single thing. So, yeah, although I really like this alien putty, but, some of y'all are just some bad influencers. I like Art Dot. I absolutely love their storage trays or storage systems. That's pretty much all, well, it is all I use, really. I have some others, but I haven't used them yet. But I ordered some of that putty because everybody keeps going on and on about it. And honestly, I do like the tin that it comes in. I think that's pretty cool. But we'll see. I did order some. So, yeah, we shall see if I like it or not. In my mind, it's just going to be like other putties, which I like fine. I do like the alien putty better, though. It just seems to last longer. And I really don't, I don't have a problem, really, with it getting on my canvas. Occasionally, I'll have a little bit, fall off and get on my drills, and I just get my tweezers and pick it right off. So, yeah. How about y'all? Have y'all tried the Art Dot putty? Some people just prefer the pink wax. I never did. When I first started out, of course, I used it just like everybody else. And I used it for a very long time, actually. And I was having to change it, 4 and 5 times on one kit. And it was like, and you just start getting in the groove, of placing drills. And I was like, dagnabbit, now I got to switch again. So I don't really have that problem with alien putty or glue dots. So, and I do find that it works better with the alien putty. Does, for me, works better with ABs. So, but yeah, I don't know. Alien putty is expensive, but it does last you longer. The clout that you can get on Etsy is only, well, I assume it's still there, is $4.95 versus $19.95 or $19.99, whatever it is, for the others on their site. That's on their website. So, heck of a deal. And I like it just fine. I don't have a problem with it. Now, I will say, I don't know if you can tell or not on there, but there's a little bit of, you can see some blue there. It does start, every once in a while I have to come and do that because it kind of starts, flaking off or whatever, but it's not a game changer at all. So I like it. I like it. And, I know a lot of people were talking about making their own, and I say, if you can, go for it. I just don't think my hands, I never did even attempt it because it was right before I ordered it and then found out I was putting my house on the market, but some things to make putty, regular scented putty. Because I was like, that'd be kind of fun to do some of that, for myself. And there's a machine that I saw where you could get, and that would help, you just keep passing it through like a pasta roller. But it's actually, I think, for clay. But anyway. And then, of course, I was like, I'm going to try out these clays because I see these people making these cute cover minders, and it's like, I've got the magnets. So, and I don't even use cover minders other than for decoration, because I don't use washi tape. I use release papers. And I don't put release papers on the whole thing. I put release papers just on one row at a time. Because if I don't get to finish a section like I thought I was going to do, then I can just fold the plastic over and all is well. but the release papers, like something like this, they really wouldn't stick. So a fan or anything could blow them off. And I mean, I guess you could use a cover minder in that regard, but you know, it just works for me. Plus, I don't, you know, because the release papers eventually get bad. You know, eventually you're going to have to replace them. They separate. I mean, it takes a long time, but they will. But this way, see, I'm not using all of them at one time. And so I'll have plenty. You know, it'll last me a lot longer that way. This is my first time using these, though. I like them. Very pretty. So I was paying attention to, apparently, Canada, his postal service has gone on strike. And I was like, oh no, because, you know, I like Yellow Dog Designs. I like Bee's Crafty Corner. And it's like, you know, I don't want to order anything and not get it. But at the same time, it's like, well, I feel sorry for them as a small business owner. You know, I mean, it's not their fault. But I did see where Yellow Dog Designs, they're using a different shipping. So I guess their post isn't like ours, I don't guess. Because you either have the postal service or you have a delivery company, like, you know, UPS, FedEx, and all of that. And I mean, I can't even imagine how much it would cost to ship a thing of release papers through FedEx or, you know, any of those. That would be ridiculous. So, or even a tray, you know. So, I don't know. I haven't even heard. I think if you said the name to me of what she's using, I'd say, yes, that's it. But I can't remember the name off the top of my head. So, I don't know. Whenever, oh geez Louise, I missed all of, no I didn't, I haven't even started those. Okay, good. I like to do my ABs. I'd like to save those for the very end, and I'm going to need some more of those. Let's see, 3072. So, got my extra baggie here of, it wouldn't fit in the bottle. I don't use extra bottles for extra drills. I just don't. Yeah, I fill up with what will fit in here, and then the rest I put in the little Ziploc bags that come with, and I just write the DMC on it. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's do 4 over here. So y'all, our weather has, you know, I think every time I've talked to y'all, I've complained about the heat. Well, it is so nice. The weather has been so nice. Now, tomorrow is going to rain. It's like a 70% chance, so it's going to rain. But we've got, you know, we've had a cool weather, sunny, and, you know, 70, 73. It's just been, it's been gorgeous. You know, low 60s at night, just perfect. And I think we're going to have some colder temperatures this coming week. Like, gosh, I want to say in the 40s at night, but I don't know if that's accurate. But I think it is. With the highs in the 60s, that's cold. For me, that's cold. I mean, for some of y'all, you're probably laughing, going, oh, it's a heat wave. No, not for me. Because I do like it when it cools off, but I don't want snow. Yeah, and I don't like freezing. I don't like extreme weather, and even though we have extreme heat. I don't like it extreme either way. That's why I like spring and I like fall. Those are my 2 favorite seasons. But it seemed like it's been late for fall this year. I was reading that the La Nina is responsible for all of our hurricanes, and it seems like the hurricane season just doesn't want to stop. But yeah, and I thought it said that people would get less snow, would probably get less snow, but I don't remember. You know, it's not like, we don't get snow here. If we do, it just yeah, everything shuts down. We're not built for snow. Just not built for it. And that's okay, because we are built for heat. And I'll never forget one time Chicago had a heat wave, and it was like in the 90s. And people were dying from heat stroke in their houses because so many did not have air conditioners. And I was like, oh, if it gets above 70, I'm going to need an air conditioner. I don't care. Yeah. It's like, oh, I don't know how. But, they don't. So we are built for heat. Just don't give us any snow or ice. People kind of make fun of us, There's a little bit of snow. Why is school closed? Well, we don't have those trucks just at, we don't have a lot of those de-icing trucks, that have the whatever in them. Like, a lot of places do because they get a lot of snow. I mean, I might be surprised, but I don't think there's even a snow plow within 100 miles of here, maybe 200 miles of here. I've seen them up in the Panhandle, or even far west, northwest Texas. I have seen snow plows there, and I've seen snow there. But yeah. I mean, it can get a little colder in Dallas, but, not like some of y'all. I mean, I don't even know that we really have the clothes for it, because, maybe 1 or 2 days a year, you need a heavy coat. But even then, yeah and no, because we don't walk anywhere. I mean, we're not a walking place. Everything's too far and spread out, so we have to drive everywhere. Well, we've got heaters in our cars. We got heaters in our houses. We got, when you get to wherever you're going, they have heaters. And so you would just be melting, just sweating. That's why I hardly ever wear the only time I wear my Ugg boots is if it's really cold and we're going to look at Christmas lights or something, because then I'm outside in the cold. Then I will. But if I wear them indoors, oh my God, I think I'm going to have a heat stroke. So, yeah. So we really don't need it unless you're going to be doing outdoor activities. But then you've got, this big, heavy coat to lug around. So I prefer to wear layers if at all possible. And I like the down puffer vests. So my arms, I don't feel like the Michelin Man when I'm trying to walk. Or if you ever saw Christmas Story with Ralphie being all bundled up, couldn't hardly walk. So, yeah. So they're gearing up, though. People are getting their Christmas decorations up, and I don't know. I mean, I don't foresee decorating for Christmas this year. I have all my Christmas stuff at the new house. It's in the attic. But, depending on when we move in, yeah, I mean, I just don't see it happening. It's just, moving in is going to be stressful enough. And then, yeah. But I can assure you next year I will. I even bought some new Christmas stuff knowing that I probably wouldn't use it this year. So I doubt that we'll even have a tree. But next year we'll have all of it, and I'll have stairs to decorate, so yeah. Yep. Are y'all already decorated? It seems like we decorate earlier and earlier, and I feel like a lot of that started with COVID, you know, because everybody was locked in. It was like, well, you might as well be happy, right? You know, can't go anywhere, so might as well decorate and make yourself happy. And I've always been pro that anyway. You know, it's like, is it too early to put up my tree? Is it too early for you? Because, I mean, I'm one of these people that I love decorating for Christmas. But on December 26th, and heck, I've been known to do it on, you know, Christmas Day, it's like all this stuff needs to be put up. I'm tired of looking at it. And I'm ready to get my house back to normal. But a lot of people don't want to do that either. I mean, they'll keep it up. My daughter, I think she'd keep it up year round if she didn't, you know, have others in her household. But, yeah. So I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, like I said, if it makes you happy, do it. I am excited. One of the things that excited me about this house is it's got 2 fireplaces, and on the mantles, there's electrical outlets. It's like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. You know, if you like to decorate your mantles, it's like, it's perfect. You can do it without cords and stuff hanging down. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I may, my friend who's also my real estate agent, who's also helped me, you know, pick out stuff for this house. She also has a side business of decorating, and it's just phenomenal with the stuff that they do. And I'm thinking about getting her. First, I was thinking that maybe this year, but I was like, no, we won't get moved in time, and I just not this year, but next year. I want her to, you know, just design everything and set it up, and then I can just look at it, but with the understanding that she'll come back out and take it down and put it away. Of course, you know, of course she will. There's, you know, you just got to pay for it is all, right? So I don't know how much it costs. I think the supplies are, but you know, the supplies you only have to buy once. It's the labor, you know, so that first year you get the yikes, and then after that, it's just the labor part. And she has help, actually. It's her and her friend, who is the wife of my contractor. They're the ones who do it, so they work together. So, but I don't know if she would need help, because it's, you know, they do a lot of businesses and stuff too, and a lot of just, you know, over-the-top mansions, and you know, that's not me. It's not my style. So mine would probably be simple. But I don't know. How about y'all? First of all, I mean, do you celebrate Christmas? And if so, when do you start decorating? And do you like to leave it up a long time? Or, I mean, to me, it's like you're going to put all that work into setting it all up. Either you're going to leave it up longer or put it up earlier. You know, because I can't see putting it up and then 2 weeks later taking it down. And do you do a real tree? We used to do a real tree, but not anymore. Not since we got the real tree, and I was trying to put it up, and a dang stink bug flew out. I already have a phobia of those things. Flew out and landed on me, and they kind of stick to you, and oh, it was not pleasant. not pleasant. So after that, I was like, let's just get a fake tree. So, and that's fine. I used to get, then I would, I'd get a live or a real wreath, and hang it above my fireplace. So it's like you get the smell, and I would spray it, with water. You mist it, every other day or so. And so that was nice, but, it's like, then I had a friend who made wreaths, so I was like, I'll buy from her, and then I'll have it every year. So, yeah. I wish I was crafty and could do that myself. I'm not sure I could learn, But I'm trying to figure out right now what we're doing for Thanksgiving. I need to get a hold of my daughter because I know she told me, but I had so much going on that I was just like, in one ear and out the other. So I need to find out because, I can fix something for us here, but, I'm going to need, like I don't have my roaster here, so I'll have to use a disposable roaster pan, and that's not what I use. I use an electric roaster while it's in storage. So, but I, obviously I'm not going to go buy one when I already have two. So, and then, like Max doesn't have baking powder, baking soda. I don't think he has flour, so I'd have to buy all of that. Spices. I did bring some vanilla with me and some cream of tartar because I wasn't sure if I'd be making a meringue pie, but he doesn't have any of that, so I have to buy all of that. And it's like, is that really going to be worth it? And then he was like, how about we just have hamburgers? I was like, oh. We could. It wouldn't be the first time. We've done it before. But for some reason, I'm just really craving some dressing. But even at my daughter's, I would have to make the dressing because she does not. And I just cannot get behind stovetop. Thank you very much. Just cannot. So, I don't know. Hopefully, next year I'll be a year older, but hopefully I can get in there and cook. Because I really am looking forward to making some food in that kitchen. I really am. Then I also thought, well, I could buy some tamales. And, we have there's lots of places to buy them around here. We could do a Mexican Thanksgiving, which we've done Mexican Christmases before. I don't know. What are y'all going to do? I know not everybody's in the States, but for those of you who are in the States, what are y'all going to do? I don't know. I need to find out what all the kids have planned because, if they don't have anywhere to go, then I have to step in and, Max Jr., he has this girlfriend, and I think her dad usually cooks for Thanksgiving, so he could go over there. Usually he comes over to my house and she goes to her dad's, but he could go over there. So I don't know. I do not know. And I need to figure it out. And I thought my daughter told me, but I'm like, did she say? I thought she said they were going to be out of town. I cannot remember. So I need to ask her. And I hate asking her because it's like, well, she did tell you. But I was not in a place to listen. I think she said they were traveling up to Illinois, I think, to get her husband's grandparents. And because they cannot fly alone, so they were going to fly up there to fly back with them, I think. Well, I don't remember. I am almost done, y'all. That means I will have done two sections today. So, and I will have finished a whole row, not roll. Speaking of Thanksgiving food, where are the rolls? That's another thing. My bread machine, which that's what I make my dough in, it's in storage. I mean, gosh. Oy. All right, let's see. Looky there. I have completed. Oop, get back. What are you? Yep, you're Navy. I have completed my whole first section. So let's see. Let's move this. Let's see if I can't show y'all a little bit. Let's see, I might have to stand up. Okay, let's see. Come on, arm. Yeah. Almost. Yeah, almost. You can't see the whole thing. I can't get it all. And for some reason, it doesn't let me do half. So, but anyway, that's it. I have now completed this whole section down here. And next, I will start up here on this section. But that's for another day. And I do appreciate y'all being here. I really do. Thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed, I hope that you will consider doing so. It doesn't cost you anything. That's help out my channel. It also helps if you give a thumbs up. And if you are so inclined, leave me a comment. I know that's hard to do if you're watching on your TV, which I do watch some of mine on TV. So I understand that. But a thumbs up you can do on a TV too. And you can subscribe on a TV. So anyway, thanks again. And I will look forward to seeing y'all in my next video. And y'all have a good rest of your day, weekend, whatever, whenever you're watching it. All right, everybody. Bye.